What's up, CEOs? It is Shamel. If you are watching this right now, you're probably watching a replay. So can you hit replay for me? Also, take this time to turn on your notifications because I am about to drop a lot of information for you. And I want to do that now before I get too busy. And I don't want you to miss it. Okay, so go ahead and take some time now to turn on your notifications to make sure that you're notified every time that I am on. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Good to see you. You must have had a busy January because I hadn't seen you that much around. January was, very I guess getting things in order. So who else is with me? I see a lot of people popped on. Who all is with me? I love seeing you guys and getting to know you. So, let me know. What's up, Joseph? Good morning. I think I'll be talking to you this week. I'm excited. Who else is with me? So today, first, I'm Shamel, and I started this group in the Auto Dealer Business School because I wanted to empower regular people to make a whole lot of money buying and selling cars while feeling good about what they were doing. Okay, so that is why I'm doing this. And then also my hope is for you to create some generational wealth for your family. They say if you don't come from wealth, then wealth needs to come from you. And I tend to attract people who want wealth to come from them. Yes, Joseph. Yeah, we got our call today. Earl, good morning. First time joining. Okay, well, good to see you. So today I'm going to be giving some pointers for my buy here, pay here dealers. So these are dealers who currently are dealing, currently selling cars, currently financing through buy here, pay here. Okay. Now I'm gonna have lots of information for everyone, but today is specifically for buy here, pay here dealers because it's urgent that you need to know what I'm gonna tell you. So, quick story. I have people who request to join the group all the time, and if you don't know the group, I don't allow any solicitations, and the reason I don't allow solicitations is because when I first started in the business, I was bombarded with all these different people promising that their service would do this or their product would do that. And really it just cost a lot of money and took a lot of money because they knew I was a dealer and they knew I was in business. And so they're like, well, you're willing to spend money to make money. So, let me shove my product in your face and, make you pay for it. And I found that you really only need a few services and products, especially in the beginning. And I don't know if all of their products and services work because I haven't vetted them. I don't know if what they're saying they deliver, they really can deliver. So instead of allowing solicitations, there are some people who request to join the group and they're very upfront about what they want to do. They see the group is growing and they're like, this is what I do. I would love to be a part of your community so that I can help your dealers. And I always encourage them to schedule a call with me so I can learn more about their product or service so that I can kind of get a feel for if that's a good idea or not, or if it's a good service or not. You feel me? So the people who do come to me right up front, I usually have a call with them. And so last week I talked with Amanda Butler. She is a CPA for auto dealers. Okay, so remember a while ago I was saying that I was putting the vibes out there because I wanted to bring you guys someone who knew about the auto dealer tax issues, okay, specifically, because they are very different from your regular tax issues, okay? So I talked with Amanda. We had a wonderful conversation. She seems very knowledgeable. She has a lot of great information to give you guys, but this is her busiest season, okay? If you can imagine, everyone is filing taxes, et cetera, et cetera. So she is extremely busy. So instead of bringing her on camera because she doesn't have the time, she agreed to write articles about what she felt you needed to know to be safe, okay, tax-wise, filing-wise in your business. You feel me? Is everyone with me so far? Because I know I'm telling this long story. But long story short, well, the end of the story is that, so today I'm going to be reading an article that she wrote for you about 1099-Cs, okay? So 1099-Cs are a cancellation of debt. So it is important to file if you are repossessing vehicles and you are a related finance company. Okay, so a related finance company is kind of a strategy that dealers use to maximize benefits with financing cars, okay, and to keep their business, their financing separate from their dealership. And I will talk more about related finance companies later because I do feel like it should be part of your strategy, but it takes some strategy to set up your related finance company because it has all of its own requirements. Okay, so if you have any questions about related finance companies, repossessing cars, buy here, pay here financing, put those down below in the description, the comments, or in the comments. And I will answer them the best that I can, or I will tag Amanda so that she can answer. And she may be on right now. She is inside of our group. I will tag her, Amanda Butler. And if you're on, this is for people who might be watching it later from YouTube, because I broadcast live here in the Facebook group and then I upload it to YouTube so that anyone can also get the information. But if you are watching on YouTube, then be sure to join the group so that you can get all these extra benefits like being able to ask Amanda questions directly, etc. And of course, she would love to work with you to help you get your business in tax shape, and so that you're not afraid to like file and you're not afraid of moving forward or growing your business because you already know what the implications are at each step of your business. Okay, so you feel me? Are there any questions so far about buy here, pay here, related finance companies, repossessing cars, etc.? If there are, put them below. I'm not seeing anything. I'm hoping everyone can hear me, but yeah, I think people can hear me because Joseph did say yes, yes. So, so just to recap, this is 1099-Cs for related finance company for those who have repossessed vehicles and are also canceling debt. All right. So give me a second. Let me wet my whistle. All right. So 1099-Cs, what you need to know. And this is Amanda Butler of Butler and Sanchez. That's her firm. In recent years, buy here, pay here dealers have come under IRS scrutiny for non-compliance with Form 1099-C reporting requirements. With penalties of at least $250 per form and a fast approaching deadline, here are a few key things you should know about 1099-Cs. So what is a 1099-C? Form 1099-C, cancellation of debt, is a form from the IRS that requires applicable financial entities to issue when a debt of $600 or greater has been canceled or forgiven. In dealer speak, this translates to a charged off account with a net loss after repo ACV recovery is applied of $600 or more. Depending on the nature of the charge off, you may or may not be required to issue the customer a 1099-C. Okay, so there are some other requirements to meet. Who must file a 1099-C? Related finance companies, among other applicable financial entities, are required to file forms 1099-C. If you are a buy here, pay here dealer who does not have a related finance company, these requirements do not apply to you. So rest easy. When are 1099-Cs due? 1099-Cs must be issued and mailed to recipients by January 31st. So these are the people who you repoed the car from and you've had to charge off their debt. You must also file with the IRS by February 28th if filing by paper, or by March 31st if filing electronically. It is important to note that you may be required to file electronically if you exceed a certain form amount, okay? Will this be taxable income to the recipient? Maybe. And the recipient is the person who you repoed the car from. Maybe. While the recipient may be required to report the Form 1099-C as taxable income to the IRS, there are exceptions for certain bankruptcies and other situations. Additionally, if the recipient can demonstrate to the IRS that they were insolvent, had greater debts than assets at the time of charge-off, which is often the case, they will not be responsible for taxes on the debt of cancellation. Where can I find further information about all this 1099-C business? Please review the Form 1099-C instructions for further information. I did include it in the description. You may also reach out to Butler & Sanchez, LLC, if you have any questions about 1099-Cs or other accounting and tax needs. All right, so any questions about 1099-Cs? Any questions about repoing cars? Any questions about related finance companies? I want to make sure I am answering your questions and concerns and getting you the help you need to make sure that all is good with your repos. Okay, so has anyone had to repo any vehicles last year? Because of course we're talking about 2019 and we are reporting 2019 activity now. So anyone have any repos that they have questions about, any charge-off questions, etc. And I know there are not too many of you on today, so if someone is watching later and you have questions, then like I said before, just put them in the comments, or you can email me if you want to remain anonymous. I'll also put my email in the description. I will get you the correct information. So Eric says, if I don't have a finance company but repo a car under my dealer company, do I need this form? No. So according to Amanda, no, you do not. Now, there are some things that you do need to do, though, if you're charging off the debt. So we will, if you want to email me or get with me later, I can send you a list of like what those things are. But basically, if you, like a lot of dealers, they don't, when they charge off the debt, they don't really charge it off. They basically just take the loss and not report it. But if you don't want to just take the loss and you do want to report it so that you don't have to pay taxes on income you did not collect or payments you didn't collect, then there are certain things that you need to do. And one is trying to collect the debt. So what I mean by trying to collect the debt is, sending the demand letter for payment. Also, filing with the courthouse to bring them to court so that they'll pay, things like that. But if you do not have a related finance company, you do not have to file Form 1099-C. All right, any other questions? I'm also starting a Buy Here, Pay Here resource, or I'm calling it support list. It's basically going to be like a list of people who are opting in to get information emailed to them to help support their Buy Here, Pay Here business. So if you have questions or you want to constantly just know what's up, know what's coming around the corner, know what's changing, then you can join the Buy Here, Pay Here support list. I forget exactly what I'm calling it, but I think it's support list. And then I'll let you know what those are. Okay, you're welcome, Eric. And I'm going to send you, I'm going to do an update in the Buy Here, Pay Here training for these purposes, because there are a few things that have changed that I'm going to relay to you and everyone else who has taken the program. So look out for that. And then also this week I have training on 1099 and W-2 filing for all the members of the Auto Dealer Business School. And members are anyone who's invested in a program. So if the filing deadline is the 31st for most everything, if you have a business, okay? So we got to get those 1099 and W-2s out, and we're having a training on Thursday for that. So if you need help with that, and then you also need help with other things in your business, then definitely schedule a strategy session with me to see which program is best for you. I'll put the link also in the description to schedule a strategy session so that you can get this support that you need to run like a business that you feel good and comfortable with running. You know, like you feel like somebody else is looking out for things that may come around the corner. All right. Because to be honest, because auto dealers have such a bad reputation, like state and federal entities are not lenient. Okay, it's been my experience that a lot of their laws and fines and penalties assume that the auto dealer is purposefully trying to be negligent or trying to take advantage, because some of their penalties are just very, very expensive. And so let me support you on what those penalties and fines can be to help you to avoid them, because those are things that can shut your business down. And, you know, it's like, dang, I didn't even know. Okay. All right. So if there are no more questions, I wanted to keep this short. So no more questions right now. Then coming up in about an hour is going to be a pre-licensing seminar question and answer session. So if you're like, I'm listening to this Buy Here, Pay Here video, it doesn't apply to me, but I think I want to start Buy Here, Pay Here and get my license, you know, pretty much before you are licensed. Or if you've just been licensed and you don't feel like you've got an adequate education on how to be licensed, then join the pre-licensing seminar that's happening in about an hour. And the details are in the event section in the group, okay? So hopefully this was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, then tell me what you wish you would have discovered today, okay? This is not like, you know, let me just be mad about what I didn't get. Get what you need to get, okay? Tell me why you felt like it wasn't helpful. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.